Let's figure this out, shall we? And you know what? Let's also like sync the changes to the repository because it's important. Random AI roaming direction. Let's make it a sentence. Added random direction for AI roaming. Okay. Now we synced the changes. Let's continue. We want to make this function. This function is called move to random direction. The target is self. And I think it's fine. This should be fine. Now, what I think that we need to do here is break and then construct make vector, because I basically want to not use the z. The z will be 1 or something. It stops. Why does it stop? Let's do a few. Now it didn't stop. What determines the starting point? I want to put the starting point here so I can see it better. That's so interesting. What determines when it stops? It has to be something from the random thingy. See? That was nice. It kind of jumped. What determines the stopping point? That's so weird. Stopping point, yes. Every time I do something and it succeeds, will pick a random direction and distance. We'll find, then keep exploring their neighbors, picking a random tile. Which do I use? I use the reachable, but I wonder, both pick distance? And if so, how do I control it? Well, that stopped because it reached the end of the navigable like space. Oh, what happened? That was weird. I don't know what's happening there, but I think my Z is not really making a difference. I don't want it to stop until it reaches something. Like here, I want... That's fine. It doesn't even stop when it... How do I... Distance... In reach... There is an AI move too? No. Maybe there was in the past. And now it's something else. Ooh, hello viewers. We have a bunch of new viewers joining the stream. Let's recap. So basically, what we are working on today is mob free roam. We want to make the AI move from a starting location, move to a random direction, and then it will either be blocked by a terrain or the player, and then we'll start combat if it's blocked by the player. But right now we are kind of stuck on the move to random direction. It works, but it stops after an indeterminable distance. See, it stops here, and then it stops here, and that's not even close to the end of the navigable area, so it's not like it's blocked. I wanted to move indefinitely, and I don't think it has to do with like the movement things or anything. What will happen if I do like velocity? Let's try this. I don't think that makes a difference. Also, I don't know why it jumps. Yeah, you see, it's not. I want to be able to control how far it moves. And I don't know how to do it right now. Oh, that's nice. I can constrain it not to move on the z-axis, since we don't actually want to move on the z-axis. So we will prevent it from jumping, basically. And you see, a moment ago, it's like stopped after 2 seconds. Which game? Don't leave us hanging. And also help me solve this. Korea? Yeah, I know of Korea. It's a bit similar to Terraria. Yep. This doesn't help me. Random point. Oh, it's not the random point that I want. It's the move. Simple move to. Simple move to location. Distance. I was asking the wrong question. Again, the documentation is absolutely no help. Unfortunately, Unreal's engine documentation is really bad. This doesn't help. Minimum distance. Yes, how do we do this? Nice, what's the channel? Detection area? There is an AI move too, but I didn't find that. No, there is not an AI move too. I think that's an old thing. Move to. Yeah, that's an old thing, I think. Oh, maybe that's something I need a timeline for. Which text? This text? Yeah, this is a bit of problem. And I'm zoomed in completely. Oh, I'm back to normal zoom. That's why I forget to reapply when I open the editor. Although this is very close for me, so maybe 0.2 will be enough. Um, doesn't help me. Wait, I'm stupid. I'm very stupid. The entire thing was stupid. Okay, chat. Maybe some of you have figured it out, but random reachable point is a point. When you reach the point, you stop moving. You can't continue moving when you reach the point. That's the whole point of the blueprint. It works like it should be. Okay, so what we actually need to do is add. Okay, let's look at our algorithm. Move to a random direction. It's not a random direction. Move to a random location. And then we have 3 options, not 2. We have blocked. You know what? Let's do like 2 things. We have blocked. And we have not blocked. Blocked and not blocked. If you're blocked, what is blocking? And then you look if it's a player or it could be either a player or move this to here, please. It could be, yeah, this is nice. It could be either a player or the terrain. And if it's not blocked, you basically do this. Continue to move. What do you mean? And not immovable objects? Yes. If I put like as you can see, the nav mesh is not covering the mob itself. It's if I do something like this, you will see that, well, since it's a physical object, it could move. But if I put a cube here, you will see that the nav mesh is recalculated as to prevent me from going through it. So yeah, so that's part of the terrain. Let's rebuild the pass. It's nice for me that I'm like rethinking the algorithm and stuff. I quite like it. Okay, so we have a move to a random location, not blocked. You need to continue to move. Yeah, Mike, because Noam turned me into it, and I really like the flowchart Whimsical have. It's really simple and user friendly. Okay, so Move to simple location. Do I need a separate... Do we need a separate function? So yeah, we move to random location, not direction. As we figured it out, this is random location. We move to a random location, and then we need to check. We need to check if there was a collision or not. Enter. I don't. Collision and is overlapping. That's what I needed. Is overlapping. We get the controller again. Break. How it's called? B? Branch, thank you. Yeah. Branch. And if it's false, we do this. How do I add? I forget. Add points to node. Connecting nodes. There is like a thing. You right click. What do you mean? Where was it? What? Reroute? Yes, reroute, that's what I need. Yes, but there is a shortcut. Double click? Oh, yeah, double click. Great. But I want to move it. Thank you. Nice and clean. Nice. So if it works correctly, this should keep moving. Uh-oh. It's stuck. I ruined it. But it worked infinite loop detected. Yes. Yeah, I saved it for infinite loop. I created an infinite loop too. Great. Good thing he detected it. But why? I don't... Oh, I'm stupid. It's not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be here. Supposed to be here. Also, we can take this, promote it to a variable. Oh. Yep. This is called Nav Movement. Awesome. And this is go here, and this goes here. And we will clean it up a bit. Awesome. What do you use in your job, Hisanka? Okay, so we need the nav array get, and then we put it here, and we do this. Now let's see that it works the same. Let's remove the branch. Yep, works the same. Great. Okay, we cleaned it up a bit. We have more variables, which is always good. And now we can do the check in for branch. Now, what was meant to do was this. This was the actual loop I was trying to get. You're not supposed to loop inside the function. But I guess it doesn't work again. So let's wait for the infinite loop to end, and then we'll see what's going on. Yeah, infinite loop. Geographic information systems, which lets you create data manipulation processes that utilize different action from different tools. Yeah, the software overall. Well, node-based editors are pretty common in everything. So texture editor has them and stuff like that. And they're pretty common. So why is this an infinite loop? Probably because this is not set up correctly. I need to figure out... So break this. Print F. Yeah, of course. False. Okay, so it is false. Interesting, interesting. It fires false at the beginning of the move. I need something like... Okay. I need something that will tell me when the... Why is this not moving? Oh, because I'm still in the thing. I need something to tell me when this this stopped. Because right now it the print screen, and also we have the bug again, so let's restart the editor. We will look at that in a minute. So many hours for something that's supposed to be so simple, but like I'm figuring it out from scratch. So what did you ask, Sanka? What's the thing that connects the print string? Oh, this is just a converter for types. Also, let's... Since this is a boolean and this is a string, you need to convert from boolean to string. That's everything. Okay, so we need to know when this is over, because right now it fires the prints. The check is when the movement starts, and I need to know when the movement stops, and then do the check. Move to simple, move to location, stop, stops. Not to cancel, I just want to... Just want to know... Let's think about it the other way around. How do we know that there is no movement? Detect if object is stationary. How to check if an object is in motion? Get velocity and check if it's 0. Excellent. That's very simple. I didn't need to do this. Move this away. Branch. There's supposed to be like a shortcut for branch. Branch. No. Oh, B. Yes, B. Okay. Just B and click. Excellent. Get velocity. Get velocity. Maybe not the controller, but the actual actor. Get actor. Get owner. Okay, let's see. Let's try the controller. What was the node they used? Vector length. So okay, vector length, return. Wait, how did? Oh, right. I need just like this. It's a float. Yes. If it's not 0, if it's false, well, just print this. Although yeah, I thought so. It won't work right now because we are doing this on begin play. We shouldn't be doing this on begin play because begin play fire once. That's part of every problem. Also, there is a thing here called actor begin overlapped, which is probably what we want to do here as well. We don't need like all the other things. So let's change this. On begin play, we set those variables, and then we don't need this. Let's think about it. Instead of move to location and begin play, on each tick, and I think it's like a time-based thing called every frame, basically, which is not always what you want to do, since frame is dependent on performance, and so if something is called every 30 frame a second, different from 60 frames a second, but there are ways around that if you need to. So let's do, if the velocity is 0, basically we take all of this, so this will now check every tick, and let's do it like more organized because it annoys me. Not really. I just know that it shouldn't be happening once. It should be happening continuously. Nothing is working. Oh, what? I'm stupid. This is what's supposed to happen. False. Great, okay. Maybe later we'll add intervals, but right now, no. Okay, so we check if it's not moving. That's the beginning. We need to check to change this. Okay. Start location. We need like another thing, so. Can you please zoom out? Thank you. Although, I realize this is very small. Is the mob moving? If you know what, that I don't want to do that. Let's just continue. If it's not moving, make it move. That's the thing. Move. If it's not moving, move. Thank you for the follow and welcome. Wow. I don't think that's the behavior we want. And I understand why it's... I think I understand why it's happening. Let me test something. What is happened if we do this? Same thing. Weird. And I think the reason it's happening is that every tick it tries to go to another direction. Random move to location. So every tick it do a get random. Instead of once. And yeah, drunk ball. That's not the problem. The problem is it's the same problem which we are trying to figure it out again. We needed to wait for the movement to stop. And right now it doesn't. Now it's the right direction to do the event tick. Oh, there is delta seconds. So you can tell it basically to... You can do something like bigger than 2. And then branch, and then branch, and then true. And now it's not moving at all. I hate you. Get velocity in the random move to location. So you say that we need to check here if it is stationary before we tell it to move. Let's try it. If it's false, we want to tell it to move. And here, let's. Nope, same thing, doesn't matter. It's still every tick go into the function, every tick. That it doesn't wait for it to stop. That's the thing. It doesn't wait for it to stop. So everything it goes, although why is it not? It's weird. You know what? Please tell me. First of all, let's get it back to how it was. So let's say let's break the different stages of what's happening here and try to figure it out. Velocity. We want, what's the vector length? Not duration. What? Not duration. It's always 0. That's the problem. Okay, now let's figure this out. This is always 0. It's like it doesn't get velocity. That's so weird. Let's try something like this. Oops. Okay, that's okay. Let's try to understand why is it 0. Break this. Let's go back and put it here. I want to check something. Print me the velocity. So weird. BP generic enemy. Where is your velocity? Where do I see your velocity? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I just want to look in real time because the enemy has a pawn movement, and that's what determines its movement, basically. And I want to understand how do I look into it in real time. Oh, I need to do this. Why don't you let me... The velocity stays 0. Obviously I can, but it would have been better if the velocity would have changed. And I'm very bad at math. מה קרי? מה קורה? מה? My doggy really doesn't like when I talk to ghost people on the internet. She gets anxious. So the problem is, okay, boy. Say hello, little doggy. Okay. אבל שבי יפה, רגע, מצוב אותך. שבי יפה, יפה. Now she's sitting on my lap and she's happy. So what do we want to do? Generic enemy. Yeah, there is no stutter because I moved it back to the begin play. אבל קרי, אני לא יכול ככה, אתה מפריע לי. I don't understand either, but I don't understand a lot of things. Nav movement. Probably this. It doesn't use acceleration. Interesting. Still 0. Use acceleration. Path following will control character movement via acceleration values. Well, I don't think that's no. Expand velocity? What here? This? It's what you saw before. Current velocity of updated component. Okay, so let's think about it. We need to check when this thing is not moving. Again, velocity doesn't help us because the velocity doesn't change. Well, it's supposed to be velocity, but this is not using velocity for some reason. Velocity stays 0. We need to change the blueprint and do a bunch of other things. I don't think that's the issue. Oh, I know. I figured it out. We have a new location. We need to check if the actor has reached the location. We will be promoting this to a variable. Promote to variable. This is new location. This is new location. Level. I hate that it's crossed line. And then we are going to take the new location. And we have the bug again, and I need a bio break anyway, so let's reload the interface and I will go to pee. I'm back.